Nobody said anything. Now we are live.
We are live.
Yes, we are live.
Oh.
Oh, I was gonna say that we weren't live because I was listening to the audio and we weren't talking.
Also, I was waiting for people to actually show up in chat.
Oh,
Oh, there they are.
Yep.
Now they showed up in chat.
Got it.
hi.
Shout out to Betancoy4 and Brimstone Kitten for following us.
We know one
Brimstone
of those
Kitten's
people.
our friend.
Oh, there you go.
Actually,
Yeah.
Steph, you've met. That's Sarah. You met her.
Oh, hi. Hi, hello, hi.
Well, they're not here.
Yeah, this happened yesterday.
Oh,
But you can still say hi. That's very lovely of you.
Yes.
hi.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for following.
Oh, she
Oh,
is
she is
here.
here.
Thank you for following.
Yeah.
Hi, Sarah.
Oh shit, hide!
Everybody get down. Awesome. Hey. Yeah, we guilted Sarah last night in D&D.
I don't know
Did
if
you?
guilty.
Were
You
you guys
just
like,
asked her.
oh, you don't watch
We-
us.
You
we
asked her. She
strongly
said, okay.
we strongly laid down the vibe of, hey, it'd be real cool if you followed
Watch our
us.
show or follow us.
We didn't
Aw.
have to watch the show is a big ask.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're like,
okay.
you don't have
okay.
to watch, but if you could like follow, that'd be cool. Yeah, Sarah stepped it up and she's here to
Well,
watch
there
us.
you go.
I have too many empty cans on this desk.
Now there's another one.
You got to put your trash can right next to your desk, so you just throw it in there.
It's near my desk, but it has a lid. That's got one of them like weight or like
Right,
it
right.
closes itself. So I
Yeah.
can't like from here just Kobe and drop it in.
Yeah.
So I tend to take them in groups.
Yeah,
Huh.
fair enough.
I don't like to break a 6-pack. I like to keep them together to the end.
Oh.
Yeah.
I break 6-packs all the time.
So we were talking.
What does that
We were talking
mean?
before we went live about the DCEU movies and where they're rated. Because I just saw an infographic of all of them, except for the Snyder Cut, and like who, like the from highest to lowest. And we were pretty solid. I think it's not surprising to anyone. Like the good ones are the good ones, and the bad ones are the bad ones. Leland's the only one with a counter-popular opinion of a movie we don't have to talk about.
No,
Huh.
everyone who walks in the store is on my side. You were literally the only two people I've met who like it. It's really weird.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I-
the Suicide Squad?
No, Birds of Prey.
Oh, everyone
Look,
loves.
I have
Suicide
an
Squad.
entire.
I
I have.
Birds of Prey.
Like,
I had a good
well, you
time.
know, you don't watch cartoons. You didn't see Back to the Future till last year, so you know your opinion is mute.
According to Rotten
My
Tomatoes,
opinion
Birds of
is
Prey is 79%.
appreciated.
And that's 79% of the population who doesn't understand plot. Or, you know what? I've had a really good day. Let's not fight about it.
Sometimes movies don't have to have a plot. They could just be
It
fun.
does have a plot. It's a generic plot. There's a thing, everyone wants a thing, let's go get the thing. That's the plot.
Yeah.
It's literally Avengers 1. That's the plot.
Leland also complains about the plot of Mad Max Fury Road, and
There is
that
no
it
plot
doesn't
in that
have
fucking
one.
movie.
It's so much fun. I loved that
No,
movie. It was fun.
Mad Max Fury Road, it's the same plot. There's a thing, everyone wants a thing. They go get the thing. That's the plot.
No, but here's the trick. In that movie, there is no thing.
The thing is the women. That's the thing. They're the
That's not the
MacGuffin.
thing. That's the thing.
They're not things, but they are the plot device. Respect to women.
No, we actually had a conversation over the weekend about movies like that where you start pulling the thread, and sometimes you pull the thread too much and you can't get the thread back in the whatever you're building. And I was like, I use the example like Fear Street. Like I enjoyed it, but I didn't pull the thread. Like if I start pulling the thread, it falls apart.
Oh.
On those last two movies, I pulled the thread way too far, and I couldn't. It was unraveled. I was like, I can't. So
I still
yeah.
need to watch or finish watching. I didn't really start.
But we had a guy come in over the weekend, and this is about terminology, and I want to see how all your faces react to this. Also,
Okay.
Steph, I'm sorry for calling you out. It was mean. Okay, so
It's okay. You're fine.
The customer come in, we asked him, it was before we saw Suicide Squad. We said, "Oh, hey, did you enjoy it?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, it's in my top third." And I said, "Oh, your top three?" He goes, "No, top third." And he was like very confident in that statement. Okay, so your eyes are saying the same thing that my eyes did. And Miami was in the store too, and even he looked at me like, "What the fuck's this guy talking about?" And I asked him, I was like, "What do you mean by top third?" He goes, "Oh, like top third of DC movies." And I was like, "Oh, you mean like
pie.
the pie's about to get a lot bigger." And I said, "Oh, you mean like the DCEU?" You mean? He goes, "No, all DC movies." And I was like,
Okay.
"All?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I said, "You mean like from Batman 66 up?" He goes, "Yep." I was like, that's an odd thing.
Fragility.
I was like,
thank you so much for following us.
Oh, thank you.
I just thought it was a weird statement.
It is weird because like most people don't describe things that way, much less like a much less common 3/3 than 4/4. Like if you
It's a
Sounds
weird way
like
to
no matter
describe
what, but
anything.
if you said it's my top, like my top quarter of favorite DC movies, like at least that's something you understand. But because of the homonym of third and third, then like it makes really no sense.
Okay, so it wasn't just me then, right? Like you would also, well, your eyebrow raised like mine did. So okay,
Yeah, it's a real weird. It's a weird thing to say and a weird way to categorize how you like movies.
yeah.
Now if you said, wait, can you repeat a sentence again?
But what he
It's
said
in
to
my
me,
top third.
Yeah,
it,
he said
in my
top third.
top third of all DC
Okay.
movies. And I said, "Going how far back?" He was like, "All the way back." And I was like, "So Batman 66?" Because that's the only one I could think of that was the oldest.
Well, then you got
Yeah.
like the Burtons, the Schumachers, Nolan.
Sure.
So much.
But I
You know,
just
all of them.
consider those all different things. I don't know.
Yeah, they're kind of unfair to compare because they're all doing drastically different things. And like, yeah,
Yeah.
do the Lego Batman movies count?
We didn't talk about animated.
Do the animated Warner Brother movies count?
We didn't bring that up, but it's a valid question.
Yeah. Sure, but I think the point of it all is to say that's my top third favorite is
A weird thing to say.
it's not normal. It's not
Okay.
how most people categorize how they like things. You say
Fair
top
enough.
tier if you want to be general. Like if you don't want to say I've got 5 favorites, you want to say these are the ones I like more than this group, then like you say, yeah, like you said, like Beck, you quoted him. It's wouldn't you know he's talking about a pie and thirds? Then it makes sense. Oh, it's in my top third. Okay, I get it. Top third. So it's a variable amount of movies depending on how many your total are, and it makes sense. But nobody thinks that way up front. And because you say third, you think 3. Like
It's in the top
Yeah,
33
those are way
like
percentile.
bronze.
By the way, what's up, Monday? 2, I'm just gonna address the
Monday.
elephant in the room.
Oh,
For my
you want
camera,
to?
it's just a slideshow of anime. That's
Is that what's going on over there?
Yep.
I haven't
Yeah,
looked at
yeah.
the Twitch stream.
It's all dirty anime girls doing
nope,
things.
not even hentai,
No,
not
that's
even
just
dirty.
regular anime.
It's just normal
Oh.
anime. You
Oh,
guys
regular
have
anime.
weird minds. It's not even close to hentai.
Next time you should actually have like an assortment of elephants, because that would be really funny.
Leland just doesn't understand anime, so he
No,
just
wait,
thinks
no,
it's all
hang on. We
hentai.
have to stop for a second.
Wait, there's a lot happened in a very short
I
time
was gonna let
frame.
it slide.
I liked it.
I was gonna let it slide.
Steph, what?
I
Well,
think it's
because,
great.
we could discuss the elephant in the room because
And
clearly
it's all
your camera's not
elephants.
working It would just be an assortment of elephants, and it'd be funny.
I
The
think it's
elephant in the
hilarious.
room. I have
Listen, once you
jokes.
understand what she means, it makes sense. But it's a weird thing to say up front.
Yeah,
But
no,
you didn't automatically get it?
no.
I absolutely knew what she meant, but it's still
Oh,
a weird
okay.
thing
I
to
was like,
say.
wait.
Look, I wasn't the only one. Cornbread was also confused.
Beck says I have a beautiful mind.
No, okay, Jordan. Maybe you'll. I don't know if I've talked about. Did I tell everybody about the manga shortage in America?
There's a
Have you heard
manga
of this?
shortage.
Yeah. So
I love
because
mangoes.
I'm gonna punch you.
I'll find a way.
sorry.
So we were trying to order because we have a very small anime section in the store. It's not real big, but I try to keep on top of it as best I can. The problem is I don't really know what sells hot. I don't know what the kids are into. I'll let you guys tell me that. So
Yeah, it's checking with these two.
yeah. So I redid it over the weekend because I was bored. So I alphabetized it and cleaned it, and we only had like less than 100 books. And I was like, ooh. And so we did some research on it. Apparently, so because of all the printing areas in Japan were not going to work because of, that pesky pandemic, all the stock just gone, depleted. And because that stupid fucking ship that got stuck in the middle of the goddamn Panama Canal, everything is back ordered by 6 months. There is literally a
Oh,
anime
jeez, that's
shortage in
long.
America. Like, we can't get stock. I've had no bags and boards for almost 2 months, and it looks like I'm still not getting them. To try to tell a nerd
Jeez.
they can't bag and board their item, I watch people melt down weekly. It's very funny.
I bag and
No.
board all my books.
you
I
really?
insist they be bagged. Yeah, I insist on bagging and boarding all my books. You,
Oh.
sir, are a fucking monster. You are some kind of Freddy Krueger, like Mohawk Gremlin / Pennywise fucking monster for not bagging boarding your books.
Striper's
Oh,
my favorite gremlin.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said.
Yes, Steph.
What's a bag and board?
It's a bag and a board for a comic book.
Okay, Steph. So there's a piece of cardboard that you slip into a piece of plastic that you put your comic in to keep it like firm and
Supported, safe, protected from the elements.
Oh.
see now
Oh,
that see
okay.
that's where you're wrong. The new bag and boards don't protect. They actually destroy your comics. That's why I don't bag and board. Over
That's why I don't
time,
buy
But
the
those
cheap
doesn't the
bags.
cardboard ever get
You-
stuck to the book? I've
please,
seen
are
that
you buying?
happen.
Are you buying my light
Unless
twos?
there's no water.
You ain't buying no
Oh.
my light twos.
I mean, I haven't bought any in a while. I've been getting the ones you give me.
Right. And I only give them to you because I ship them. But no, I do not bag and board. I have no desire in it. And you can get almost 150 more comics in a box without a bag and board, and space is
I don't
an
give a
issue.
shit.
So,
I don't give a shit.
but you also don't read, so it's a tough call.
Doesn't matter. I'm still buying them.
Mm.
And they all getting bagged and board. They all get a cozy little sleeping bag before they get put to bed.
Nevertheless, since we took that little tangent, there are no bags and boards right now, and it's a big deal.
I can't help but like imagine a little weeb just like rocking themselves to comfort the fact that like there's a manga shortage.
Oh, it's bad.
Uh,
Because that guy that did I don't know his name. He did a very very well known popular manga. Apparently,
Oh.
Berserk
Berserk,
is the
yes.
name of the
Oh
book.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so he
like, a
passed
month ago.
away.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh shit! None of his books are available, and the people are crawling out of the woodworks to get his shit. And they're Amazon's tapped out. I'm tapped out. Every other store's tapped out, and they're like, well, where am I supposed to go? And I was like, you have to wait. Like, I hate to break it to you. You're
Yeah.
not the only one that's sad this man died. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, do you know who Jin Ito is?
Junji Ito.
Oh.
That guy. Like,
Um,
it's very horror Japanese centric stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. Can't get any of it. And he just had a book come out like a couple months ago. I can't even order that new book. Like
Mm.
people are losing their shit. Like I had a guy come in on a couple weeks ago. He came in on a Friday. He bought 5 bags and boards, and then he came in on Saturday, and he was like, "Well, I need to buy
I
more." And I
thought
was
you
like,
didn't have bags and boards.
"Well, our reserve stock," but like, I was like, "I don't have any more," and he goes, "I don't understand. I got them yesterday." I said, "That's correct, you did, but I don't have any more today." And he goes, "Well, I'm going to take my business somewhere else." Like, okay,
Wow.
bye. You're not going to get him any. Like, even me and Paul were laughing because Paul goes, "Look, not to toot our own horn, but if we're out, everybody's out." You know, like,
Take your ass to the perky nerd if you're
they
gonna
ain't got
bring
him.
that kind of attitude in here.
Oh, I know I'm monopolizing everything, and I'll turn it over in a minute. But remember that gentleman who spoke to the Power Ranger from New Zealand?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The perky nerd hosted him.
I saw that. They've got the space though. They
Not really. I mean,
all right. Regardless if they have the space or not, they regularly do like
That.
little like signings and like book
Sure.
clubs and stuff like that. I follow their social media. I've seen them promote little stuff.
yeah,
Like
and
you don't even have the space that they do.
no. And Scott says he was at the toy convention he went to over the weekend too. So he's
boy
making
gotta eat.
around. Yeah.
Does he have like was it a new book or something that he has that he's promoting?
No, I think he was just promoting himself as a Power Ranger.
Oh,
Just a Power Ranger.
well, good for him. One quick one quick sticking point. So
Oh, sure.
I've come here as the ambassador of anime to tell you the difference between an otaku and a weeb, a weeaboo, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
An otaku is someone who is very obsessed with a particular thing. It's usually something with computers or just a specific aspect of popular culture, say anime. So in that sense, I am an otaku for anime, for video games, stuff like that. The term weeaboo or weeb is a derogatory term for somebody who basically what's the word? They
Bit of description?
fetishize
Oh.
Japanese culture. They fetishize Japanese culture to the point of kind of being toxic. So I have very many times have referred to myself as a weeb, but that is incorrect. I am an otaku. I do not like weebs. We should not like weebs. Don't be a goddamn weeb.
I use the term because other friends that I have sweetly refer to themselves as weebs, like
And-
endearingly.
Yes, and here's the thing about the term weeb being
Is the
being
internet
reclaimed.
defining it finally? Like
Asian people
concrete
are.
putting-
Japanese
putting the
people
rules
are.
down?
Yes.
No, that's fair.
Because weebs has become a term of endearment, really, but it's mostly a term of endearment that's been reclaimed by white people who often fetishize Japanese culture. So like, yeah, I'm a weeb, blah blah, but they're the ones that are like, I want a Japanese girlfriend, you know, because they're so subservient and so nice and prim and proper. Like that is toxic fucking bullshit. Don't be a goddamn weeb.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm looking at the
Sometimes-
Urban Dictionary definition.
Yes, Chris Chan, I believe, was a weeb.
Who's
Also,
that?
fuck Chris Chan. Don't even look them up. Don't.
Yeah, I've heard talks. I don't know what's going on, but I've heard talks.
Fuck
Terrible.
Chris Chan.
Well, I stand by the word I use, regardless of definition. I feel it still applies to the joke I made. Is anyone who's going to cry about not getting
No,
bags
yeah, that's
and
true.
boards
That's
or
true.
anime?
Yeah.
Not necessarily the top third of the
God damn it.
fandom that you want. That's a callback.
Grizz Geeks in the chat.
You know,
Oh,
I never.
Yeah, got to get that unified branding.
You know what? That is so funny. He called him J Bear, and I never thought of saying that, and I really like that.
But that's literally my Smash Bros handle,
Yeah.
just J Bear.
Well,
Like,
I don't play Smash Bros. I don't know. I just think it's a really fun nickname.
Just out there smashing bros.
yeah, smash all the bros.
Smash them bros.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah, Barry, that unifying branding, baby. Speaking of unifying branding, everyone check out Grizz Geek's new art social medias. He's branched off to very specifically promote just his art. Grizz Geek, I think it's just Grizz Geek art, right, bud?
I believe so.
I
My
think
man.
so, yeah.
That's my man from high school. Classically, of
Grizz
that
Geek
Anna Banana
draws.
episode of
Wait,
Overwatch.
of course it is Grizz Geek. Remember,
Geek draws.
unified branding.
Yeah, but there's Grizz Geek and now Grizz Geek art.
Draws. Grizz Geek
Oh.
draws.
Grizz Geek
Draws.
draws. Got it.
I like that he says, I think.
You have
respect-
also been.
Oh, I respect that answer. Are you kidding? Oh, fuck yeah. No. No. I'm taking a small little break from the drawing. Well, that's not true. I'm drawing every day. I'm just not posting shit because I'm working on stuff.
Building up,
Ooh.
Yeah.
working on the next. What's the next theme you're working on? Is it straight to Halloween, or is there going to be a little?
Halloween. So, yeah. We're working on this year's Halloween.
Halloween.
Is it just me, or has the not unified, because we said it too much, the culmination of Halloween being okay to like start earlier, like how Christmas stuff starts in
Halloween
October.
season. Yes.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the world is accepting more than they have the fact that like Halloween stuff is on shelves now. Is that just me and just how the internet is built for what I want because it's got targeted ads, or does everyone kind of see this?
No,
I
it
feel
started
like
about.
everyone's a huge fan of Halloween.
I think it started a couple years ago. I noticed that September started being like a push.
Sure, but like September makes
Yeah.
sense because it's the month before. Like Labor Day's in the beginning, but like nothing else really happens in September. And like Labor Day, 2 months later, still in the shadow of 4th of July.
Yeah.
I said it. But now it seems like everyone's more and more as like it's not fun to beat up on pumpkin spice anymore. It's not as fun to beat up on people who like start getting excited for Halloween in August.
Well, Halloween's great. So
Halloween is
Yeah.
fucking
I
great.
don't see the problem here.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not saying there's a problem. I'm saying, to break down very simply, it feels like there's more acceptance.
I think it's about time that the world got on top of all this stuff, what the Halloween people have been doing.
It's because millennials and Gen X have agreed on one thing: Halloween is awesome.
And it starts in August.
Because
Soon
what else
we
is
can
there in
start putting
August?
We're gonna start putting up decorations in September. We'll pick an official day, like the day after Thanksgiving is the official day you can start acceptably putting up Christmas decorations. We're gonna just pick a day in September and call that the first official day.
Yeah, September 1st.
Done. It's been said. After Labor Day, there is nothing happening between that day and Halloween. So the day after Labor Day, you take down your summer decorations and you put up your Halloween decorations.
Exactly.
Yeah. I saw Halloween themed flamingos for like a front yard. They were
Oh,
Are they
orange and
skeletons?
I've seen the skeletons.
Yeah, I've seen the
black. I don't know if
skeleton
they were
ones.
skeletons. I think they were just orange and black flamingos.
Steph, that's just year-round decorations.
Oh, guys, this just in breaking news: Pepsi is making alcoholic Mountain Dew.
I need you to just say like Mountain Dew is making alcoholic Mountain Dew. It fucks me up that like Pepsi is.
Pepsi owns Mountain Dew. They're making
I
an
know,
alcoholic version.
Yeah, but what
I know,
flavor
it just
is it?
fucks
What
me up.
flavor is it?
Original Mountain Dew, black cherry, and watermelon.
Why don't they make a freaking
Wait,
Baja
wait.
Blast alcoholic?
Why did you say it's so weird?
Say what weird? Black cherry?
You know what I'm talking about.
Watermelon.
Mountain Dew?
Watermelon. Why'd you say it that way?
Same reason why you say Cool Whip.
I say it because I think it's funny.
Exactly.
Well played. Well played, ghost anime man.
Her name is Chicken. I love her.
She's so cute.
She is among the top third of best girls.
I have her on my water
I'm so
bottle.
happy I made this a thing with a stupid story. Like,
I just
But
hope
you
you
know what's-
remember it at the end.
but you know what's so funny though is
Ooh.
even like because Miami was in the store when this happened, and like I saw him a couple days ago, and even he said something that he was like he called it back. He was like, "Oh, I would say that's in my top third." I was like, "Okay, so this is now an official thing now. Like this is now just in the lexicon. We're making fun of this guy. Like,
Oh yeah. Next time Steph says, "Oh, this is my favorite food," it's gonna be in the top third of her favorite foods.
I was already thinking it when this conversation started. I was
Top
like,
third of mac
is
and
that
cheese.
a way of like saying these are my favorite foods, and then today like so and so is in my top third, right? Top third
yeah,
Yes.
top
of
third.
my list of favorite foods.
Oh, so
There
oh
we
my.
go.
Okay, Jordan, Steph, I thought of you guys the other day.
Yes.
So me and Scott were watching this. Caesar's Palace opened a new buffet, and
Okay.
we watched a
Okay.
30-minute walkthrough. All the guy did was walk through. He got some food at the end, but like he just walked through. It was the greatest spread of a buffet I've ever seen in my entire life, and there was
What's the
food
name
there
of
that
it?
I have never heard of.
Caesar's Palace, Steph. It's Bacchanal.
Oh,
I don't know what
yeah,
it what it.
I've yet to go. I
been
haven't
there once.
gone yet. It's been on my
Yeah,
list
yeah.
for a while.
Bacchanal is rated Vegas's #1 buffet.
I mean, Jesus Christ, and there was a point where I turned to Scott, I was like, this is just too much choices. Like honestly, I don't know what I would do there because you go to every country at a bar, but then like, the
Mm.
dessert bar itself was like this wonderful island of sweetness, and I was just like, oh man,
Yeah.
I thought of you guys. That's
Look,
all.
I don't understand you guys' aversion to Vegas. There's so much great food.
But I like Vegas
Sure,
for
there's,
3 days.
like-
Yeah.
We're gonna
3
spend a
days
week
only.
there.
Ooh, ugh. I mean, I don't want cancer, but you know.
But a buffet don't float my boat.
It's not
Anything
now.
Gordon Ramsay's going to be too expensive. Yeah,
So
well
it's
now
like You'd be
everyone's
surprised.
also on
60 a
my
person?
side.
60, 70 a person for Bacchanal?
Yes, for Bacchanal.
Yeah.
How much?
60 or 70.
60 or 70.
60 or 70.
And,
Yeah,
50 to
that's-
60.
They had a
Yeah.
they had a lot of they had a lot of fresh fish, and I was just like, your
Where'd this
state's
come from?
landlocked. Yeah, I was like, I wouldn't trust that sushi.
It came from Lake Mead.
It's like-
But, oh,
yes,
no.
Beck, it is the COVID buffet. You are exactly correct.
Sounds so good.
That's right. We got
yeah,
free comic book day coming up on this weekend, and my joke has been COVID free comic book day. So, yeah.
Are you going to put them outside?
Yep,
Like we
we
were talking
are.
about?
Yeah, all
Best
the
way to do
things
it.
all the things that I suggested will be coming to pass because I kind of told my boss today. I said I'm a little anxiety ridden about it, and I think we should actually take it a little more serious. And he actually told me to write on the newsletter that I'm going to send out on tomorrow night. Was basically if you're not vaxxed, don't come.
T-shirt cannon, the books.
I was like,
It's a good idea.
yeah. But he said I have to write it nicely, and I was like, oh, that's how do I tell you can't come nicely? Like I was like, oh, all right.
Valid COVID vaccines will be required to come to the store.
Yeah.
And then just don't check.
You mean
You
like
could
most
say-
places?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll keep a percentage of the unvaccinated away,
Yeah, maybe.
but you'll never keep all of them away.
No, but again, we did have a comment, but Burbank is actually doing pretty good, and so is LA County as a whole as far as vaccinations. So, like, you
Good.
know, we're doing better than some cities and states. So that's some.
Yeah.
I
Right
mean,
on.
was it Florida had a record the other day of 6,500 people in one day got COVID.
They're breaking records like almost every day now.
Jeez.
Yep.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
terrible.
I hope they bring in that
Terrible.
third vaccine. Is that like is the vaccine in your top third? Like is that the joke?
I think Beck means the booster shot.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I guess I
yeah.
don't know what that is. Okay.
I've heard rumors of it, but I haven't heard anything like.
What's
Yeah.
a booster
Confirmed.
shot?
So it's just another
You just said
shot,
it's
a
another
third shot. Yeah,
Oh,
Just a third
okay.
shot.
that'll further will immunize you from
It's like an
Delta and
expansion
Lambda.
for your first
Yeah.
Ooh.
vaccine.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Wait, do I have to get another shot?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe.
Oh,
Well,
Possibly.
plus, there's also studies that show that Moderna does better towards the Delta variant. Does better than Pfizer towards the Delta variant. So that's
yeah, because they got that Dolly money, yo.
why. So yeah, that's why Pfizer is really thinking about just doing a booster. Plus, I believe Pfizer's a week and a half away from FDA approval.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Right
So now the people are saying, I'm waiting for it to be actually approved to get the vaccine. Now we're gonna see if they're actually gonna get
With your
vaccinated.
next excuses.
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched I watched this TikTok lady. She's actually very funny. Her shtick is that she will find TikTok videos or Facebook whatever's of people who are claiming to be medical professionals that have no medical what's they are.
Oh Lord.
So she's been like she'll be like this gentleman here and she'll show the video and she'll show a little bit of the video and she'll be like, this man's wearing a stethoscope, but he points out in this first video, I am not a doctor. But here's the facts. And she's like, these are not facts. These are opinions. And she reports him to, I guess, whoever's
Yeah.
in charge of lying on the internet. I don't know. But yeah. But she seems and she's very funny. I mean, she's out to get people. So yeah, good for her. And then there's the lady that I send Jen all the time. That's my queen. I stopped sending it to everybody else because I don't think other people enjoyed her as much as me and Jen do.
How dare you?
I laughed.
Yeah, I laughed.
I
laughed
enjoy her.
sometime.
Yeah, I don't know. But I could send them all day,
Yeah.
so I choose not to.
How about that Idris Elba?
Yeah. Oh,
What a fucking weekend for that guy, right?
I was gonna transition to that, but yes, finally, after years and years of petitions and meetings, Knuckles the Echidna's finally black, ladies and gentlemen. It's finally confirmed black, thanks to Idris Elba.
Oh, I thought he was red. Is he red?
In
And
his
he's
heart.
representing the black.
In his heart.
No, but I'm actually questioning because I can't.
No, okay, yeah, okay.
Is he a red
No,
character?
Yes, Knuckles is a
he's
red character, but he
Okay.
is a
He's coded. He's coded.
yes,
Sure,
he's
that's
coded
right.
black. Yes.
I just wanted to make sure I understood that he actually is a red character because I can't. Sometimes it's so red I don't know.
Yes, no, Knuckles 100% should be Native American, but he black. He lists
Wait, why would he be Native American?
because
He's red.
No, well, there's that, but plus the Echidnas in the Sonic universe are more like Native American based.
Are they?
Yes.
Because Knuckles has always come off like coded as black.
Yeah, I know. That's
But
why
the rest of his people are coded Native American.
Yeah.
Is this one of those
Okay.
things where, and I'm assuming by having no information and not knowing who the fucking Knuckles is, am I assuming that him and Sonic are going to be adversaries for a little bit and then they're going to team up to fight
Yes.
the real bad guy?
Yes, that you're literally describing Sonic 3.
Yes.
Just want to make sure that even looking at a poster that I figured out the
Yeah, when you
plot to
see their
something, I
two
have no
faces-
fucking ideas.
When you see the two of them like angrily staring at each other, like a la BVS, you'll know.
Okay.
You'll know you were right. You.
Like Knuckles literally has dreadlocks. Like,
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just always assumed
What?
it was
Really?
like dreads. Yeah.
That's
Let me
what
look him
the tendrils on the back are kind of
I just-
representing.
because
Yeah, I
Echidnas
just-
don't look like that.
Yeah. Hedgehogs don't look like Sonic.
It's true.
Um,
No,
You
we're
know, though,
not bringing that person into this conversation, Scott.
just because we mentioned Native Americans, it reminded me. I checked out Reservation Dogs last night.
I hear it's
That's
funny.
it's pretty good. Like I'm so fucking sold on Taika Waititi
Yeah.
that like his name on anything, I'm gonna check it out, and I'm glad I did. Like I don't watch a lot of like not on brand stuff for me, honestly. Like there's so much I can just choose exactly what I want to watch, and if it ain't got somebody with a lightsaber or superpowers, I don't always watch it. It's on Hulu,
Oh, okay.
and the first 2 or 3 episodes are out, but the the way, without explaining anything, but I would still sell it, is if you really felt something in
Your soul,
shit.
your heart.
What are those? I don't understand.
Oh, the deep void in your chest.
What's the Hitler movie that he made? I can't remember the name of
Jojo
it.
Rabbit.
Jojo Rabbit, yeah.
Jojo Rabbit. If
I like Chocho.
if Jojo Rabbit made you really endear for a character and then really sympathize and like have emotions for that character, so far you won't feel that intensely, but I see it happening in Reservation Dogs. It's about just these native kids living on the reservation, and I'm enjoying them as their characters are entertaining and they're fun, but I'm starting to get the hints of like, oh, like there's some sad stories that are going to be here, and it's going to be that perfect Waititi blend of kind of shifting fast but smoothly kind of between the two of them. So I'm real hooked into the 2 episodes, 2 or 3
I
episodes
hear
that are already out.
I heard Bobby Lee is very funny.
He is. I did not see that coming. I did not expect to see Bobby Lee in there.
Yo, Bobby Lee's in it?
Yeah, he's got a little like side part in it.
Okay.
Yeah. And Taika also in the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I saw his name in the credits. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know he was in this.
Yeah, wait.
I was waiting to kind of see, and like halfway through, I'm like, was he one of the guys under like so much like makeup and stuff that like you didn't quite recognize him?
Wait.
Yeah.
Did you guys not know who he was in the movie?
Not
No,
going
we
into
know
it.
now.
Okay.
I didn't know he was in
Yeah.
it. Did you see Mantis's cameo?
Yep. Like the second she was on screen, it's like, that's Palm, whatever her last name
Like,
is.
Mantis.
Oh,
Yeah.
the actress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember. Is there a
Not
DC
the Marvel
Mantis?
character. Not the Marvel character. She wasn't brought in for a joke.
Fuck. Oh, Mongal is my favorite to like fucking show up so randomly.
Just a waste. It's like-
Also, I totally missed that there's a second stinger at the very, very, very end of the credits.
Oh, you didn't see it?
I did not see it yet, no.
Okay.
I forget if I stuck around that long, but like let's hold off because that was
Yeah,
good enough. Like, well, fuck a Space Jam, but the Suicide Squad was great.
Yes, we'll wait on doing a spoiler thing on that.
Yes.
Yeah, I was good. Wow. Is Luis Guzman really that old?
Is he?
Huh.
Luis
He's probably in his 60s, right?
Guzman. Luis Guzman is 64 years old.
Okay. Well, that's right in
not that
Catherine
much.
Zeta-Jones' wheelhouse of
Yeah, she likes
it's true.
older guys.
she likes them real old.
I know, she's dating the Crypt Keeper. I mean, married to.
God, are they still together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got a couple kids.
Wow. That's how you know it's love. When one of them is a troll and the other one's hot as hell.
I know. She really needs to stop being such a troll.
But Michael Pena is kind of too young for.
He's 45.
Catherine
Mm.
Zeta-Jones.
He's 45.
Also,
So, yes,
I tried to
he's
tell
too
Scott the other
young.
day, he can't be in everything.
He is a fucking delight.
Just like Tom Hiddleston can't be in everything, and either can The Rock.
You can't tell The Rock that though.
That's true. But any movie with a jungle, he's in it, no matter what. Jesus Christ.
If there's trees taller than 15 feet, he's
Yeah,
there.
it's.
If
Did
a
you
river
watch that
runs
yet,
through it,
Anthony?
no, I haven't yet.
Not yet. All right.
It's been a busy as fuck recent
That's all
time for
good.
me.
Jungle to Jungle, the reboot. Yes, he'd do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does he play was it Jonathan Taylor Thomas, right? Is that
No, that's
or is that
Brandon-
I know it's
wait.
Tim
No.
Allen.
Oh,
No,
Jungle
it
to
was
Jungle.
Sam
Yeah, no, that's
Huntington,
right.
Okay.
the guy that played
But-
Jimmy
I remember
Olsen
him.
in Superman Returns. He was the
Yeah.
Jungle to Jungle kid.
Yes, I want
But
The Rock to
still Tim
play that
Allen.
role.
Yeah, but Tim Allen, yes. Yeah.
Okay. So which does The Rock or wait, now I forgot who the joke was based on.
Clearly, The Rock is the kid coming back from the jungle to live in society. It's like that's the easiest joke.
Guys,
So
look.
he's Mowgli again. We're
Yes,
doing
it's
this.
just Mowgli again. Keith Davids is his dad.
Yeah, it's just like,
Good lord.
oh.
Yeah, David Leland, I'll let you handle that last name since you're friends
Oh.
with him. You've spoken
No.
more to him than I have.
Okay, that is true, but yes, like I can't say that
I've
name.
always liked that dude, but
Yeah,
like
he's good.
he really showed more range than I'd seen in him previously in the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Das me
Das my
that's L.
Chan.
Das mal Xian?
I like the small chin. I like that.
The
Yeah.
small chin.
I thought Steve Agee was pretty fun in it,
He was good. Yeah.
and I've talked to him.
Steve
a
Agee's
handful of
usually
times,
pretty good.
too.
I thought
he's
we
taller
were
than you
doing
think he is.
this.
I think he's pretty tall.
Oh no, but I mean, like he's tall, and then when you see him, it's it's taller. Like it's one of those things where I was like, oh, wow, you're just a really big funny man. Like
He seems like just a large built human being, like just
Yes.
fucking bone structure and shit,
Yeah.
just wide, tall, fucking Viking ass dude.
yeah, he's a large gentleman.
Steph, what are you Googling?
I'm Googling where he's from.
All
Where-
these names we're mentioning.
Yeah.
Oh, I
The,
think it's some
guy with the long last name.
like Eastern
He was in
European.
Horseman. I've seen that.
He's in Ant-Man, which I assume you've seen.
Yeah, but I don't know who he is.
Yeah, but the movie not the fuck
He's the-
about him. So like he's with Ti.
He- He's not Ti.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
he the white guy that's
There
not Ti.
you
You know,
go.
it's like-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm so behind. I'll get to watching that soon.
All right, should we transition over to the list?
Alrighty.
Sure, we can do that. We
Yeah.
can list it up. You pulling that up, Leland?
Yep.
Man.
I feel like it gives me a.
If Sarah or Grizz is still out there, why don't either one of you give us a number between 1 and 83? And just go ahead and toss it in the chat.
While we
That
just
way,
while we just sit
someone
here
else
in
gets to
silence
No,
and wait.
sorry. Something was downloaded to my Google Drive that I don't know, and I was just like, "What the fuck is that?" Like,
Porn.
no, it looks like someone's D&D adventure. It's like,
My bad.
no,
All
it's
right, number
not- It's not
54.
one of yours. Yours is written
Oh, there you
better. It's
go.
like-
What are you just taking accepting submissions for D&D adventures now over there?
No, I was looking online to try and give me some sort of inspiration for the Halloween thing, and apparently I clicked to download something, and it went right to my Google Drive. It was terrible, so that's why I'm questioning why it's still there. Okay, 54. What hero are you a companion / sidekick to, and what are your powers / how do you assist?
Wait, say that again.
Wait, what? Yeah. Can you repeat that again?
You're somebody's sidekick.
Yeah.
Who are you a sidekick of, and what are your related
What's your-
powers?
What's your shtick?
Um,
Yeah, that was a question I submitted. Corm, you submitted like half of the list at this point.
Oh yeah, it's mostly cornbread at this point, I think. Let's see. Who would I want to hang out with?
I mean,
You
Batman
got
seems like such a fun guy, right?
No, absolutely
Right.
not. I'd be the first one to die. Well, second. Third. How many of them died?
all of them.
Would you
At
would you
least,
be in the
at
t-
least once?
would you be in the top third of his deaths? I mean,
No, his deaths are a full pie. I'm not
The bread
sidekicking
list.
for anyone in DC. That just seems like a miserable world to live in for the most part.
Right?
Let's
Yeah, I don't-
see.
I would want to be Wolverine's fluffer.
Can you define your version of fluffer?
I'm the guy that goes in and gives him, the good massages, get him going, so he gets the claws out.
You're the one who gets his hair to do that thing.
Yep.
Got it.
Oh.
One idea.
okay.
I rattle him up. I'm the one that makes him real pissed, so he has to go and fight people.
You help him get to that berserker rage.
Exactly. I get him close, and then he has to go and get it off.
Nope.
I kind of want to
Be that?
I cannot. All I can think of is like just dumb shit. I kind of want to be Daredevil's scene companion.
God damn it!
But he doesn't need you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's the beard.
I'm the one. My job is to throw people off of Matt Murdock. I do nothing for Daredevil, thus I stay safe.
He's Matt Murdock's legal assistant.
Yes. Guys, I'm fucking thinking miles ahead on this subject.
He's streets ahead on this one.
I am unfamiliar with what mine would be. I have no idea.
Well, it does. I believe the question was just any hero, or was it any fictional character? I
Any
don't think it was.
hero.
Yeah, so it doesn't have to be comic book based. That's just where Leland and I live,
Can-
and where we go to first.
Can I
So
be-
anime is completely on the board.
Can I be the guy that gives Space Ghost his coffee before coast to coast?
His PA.
Yeah.
Why would I be a sidekick?
Steph,
Be,
you can pick for like a cute otter creature or something.
the All Might's sidekick, Some Might.
God damn it!
Some like this is so annoying.
All Might doesn't need a sidekick. He's just too powerful. Oh.
I know. It's a from a popular anime cartoon.
Yeah.
I
My
touched
Hero.
that. I touched that because it's funny, and also My Hero Academia is in my mind because Grizz Geek down there on Grizz Geek Draws did My Hero Macadamias
God damn
as
it!
just an image goof.
That's funny.
I don't
Uh,
understand what you said, but I know those are nuts, so I'm sure it's funny.
And so I had a good time with that.
I
One
know,
Punch Man's sidekick, two slap person.
Well, Scott says Jordan's nickname is going to be Blue Balls. So,
What would
I don't know. Can I be? I want to be a sidekick and for like, I don't know, one of those heroes in The Incredibles. They all seem like fun heroes that
Oh.
don't die a lot.
Oh, Frozone's sidekick.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
No Zone.
I love it.
No Zone.
It's so
give me,
unique.
give me coffee. You got it, boss.
What are No Zone's powers?
Yeah, see,
I
got
just
it
bring
with the
coffee, just like
powers.
Jordan's PA gig. It's like-
But I don't think Jordan actually gets a sidekick name. I don't think Blue Balls is his sidekick.
I'm just Jordan the PA.
Yeah, just Jordan the PA.
but Space Ghost gave me one of his little blasters on the wrist blasters.
It's got cream and sugar in it.
Exactly. I push the button on the side. It shoots out a little straw to stir it.
Ooh.
Okay.
I would like to be Squirrel Girl's sidekick.
Gross.
A squirrel?
You're getting
huh?
dirty. Knock it
Oh,
off.
Beaver Boy? Sorry.
How'd
Good
you know
lord.
my nickname in high school? We didn't go to school together. It's already a character in like that corner of Marvel, and it really bums me out because I thought it'd be hilarious when I was thinking about like, oh, I could do like a boy version of Squirrel Girl, but not Squirrel Girl. And I
Squirrel
never
guy.
really kind of figured it out. I didn't
Squeak.
quite figure it out until in the Ryan
Chip-
North and Erica Henderson's run, Chipmunk Hunk.
God.
The chip hunk.
Chipmunk Hunk is the male equivalent without like just gender swapping.
I don't know, Anthony.
And
I like
Chipmunk Hunk
chipmunk
has
boy.
their own. Chipmunk Hunk has their own sidekick, Koi Boy, who is the superpowers of a koi fish.
So he's Magikarp. Magikarp the person.
Magikarp the person.
What
Koi boy.
powers does he have as
I
a
just,
fish?
like- Thought it's called
I
koi.
think he just breathes underwater.
Okay.
Oh, Jen, that one lost you? Koi Boy? I figured that'd be yours the most. I figured that'd be in your top third of like adorable, funny things. This podcast is called Top Third.
Yep.
This episode.
I mean, she's not wrong. To go from chipmunks to squirrels to koi, that's a big stretch of animals in between there, you know?
I mean, sure, we're changing familia family
I mean,
altogether.
I don't even think those two
Wait, no, we're
species are
changing-
in. I don't even think those two species are
Bingo.
indigenous to the same locations.
I'm sure there's a type of chipmunk that exists. There's a species of chipmunk that exists next to a koi pond.
Yeah, sure, I guess. I mean, anything
don't
goes.
know.
Like, you
I
know.
just like how they rhyme. It's like having someone named like Squid Kid. It's just like
Squid Kid.
Well, that's Koi Boy's younger brother.
That's you're just talking about Splatoon now.
Oh, is that what they're called? Squid Kids?
They're called Inklings, but you know, they're Squid Kids,
Ew.
obviously.
They're Squid Kids.
Oh, I don't like
they
that.
got little goofy hats.
That's not their hats. Those are that's their tentacles.
Oh, is it like a snorks?
Kind of.
Got it.
No,
No, okay,
not.
no. Okay. Yes.
it's not. I don't like that. I thought they were hats, and I was okay with that.
I'm sorry. This isn't. Oh my god.
Oh no, I saw it too.
These damn children in our damn chat.
Look.
Like
Snorks.
What the fuck's a moomin?
Snorks are just fucking Smurfs, but underwater.
Yes.
Oh.
Take a Smurf, put a snorkel on the top of its head, and never let it see the surface. That's a snorkel.
Is that what that was supposed to be? Yeah, I guess, huh?
Yeah. It's
I just never thought about what it is. I just like other fish people. They got a thing on their
it's
head.
their blowholes.
Yeah, like they
Oh, okay.
breathe through it, but they also got mouths. But like they'll also like shoot pebbles out of it. It's a
Yeah.
complicated.
You know for sure they do
ecosystem.
sex stuff with it.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
sure.
they probably dock them both together and
Just
transmit sexual
like in
fluids.
Avatar.
just like in Avatar. Fuck me. There's gonna be like 5 of those.
Supposedly.
I just saw a
North
article title because I'm not reading more beyond that. But who's the
James Cameron.
the mean dude?
Oh.
That's
Uh,
Oh, I don't know.
Giovanni Ribisi?
the actor. No, the actor.
the guy who was supposed to be
Did you-
Cable.
Did you say the main dude or the mean dude?
The mean guy, like the military.
Well, he died
I
in the
can't remember
first
his
one.
name.
Stephen Lang.
Stephen Lang. Apparently,
Yeah.
he's not gone.
Well, it's okay. Sigourney Weaver died too, and she's fucking coming back too. Everybody fucking coming back. And then they added Vin Diesel because great.
Vin Diesel's in it.
Is
Is-
it because Michelle Rodriguez still in?
No, she's
Yeah,
dead. She died.
Did she
Oh.
die too? Well, everybody else dead's coming back. So
She
why
was
can't she?
she was a pilot in one that just exploded.
Oh,
You
okay.
think she died?
Yeah, but
But
didn't
she
Stephen
landed
Lang
on
get
the ground
stabbed?
somehow.
I mean,
Is everyone coming back as an avatar?
probably.
Sure.
Somehow they fixed her. She's gonna come back like super.
The article
cool.
said that he read the script for Avatar 5 and it made him cry.
Fuck off.
Wait, the script that he wrote?
The written script for Avatar 5.
No, so Stephen Lang read the script
Yes.
for
Avatar 5.
Avatar 5. Gotcha.
Sorry, for some reason I was under the impression that James Cameron read his own script and then wept, and I was just like, "Fuck that guy."
I would believe that.
I would believe it.
believe
Oh.
that. He
I don't know.
he looks like he gets high on his own farts.
Oh,
I was supposed to make the same joke.
yes. In fact, you know what? In October, when Adam's with us, he can tell you some stories. He did some work on some stuff with him.
Oh.
Yep.
Hmm.
Did he have to go
Everything-
into a submarine?
Everything you've heard about that man, 100% true.
Oh God.
So he is not allowed in aquariums anymore.
Yes, he found the snorkel.
Oh no.
Okay, wait. Chat. By a show of just say something. Who likes Avatar?
Like the movie and
Yes,
Yeah.
the movie. The movie made by James Cameron, Avatar.
Who
Not The
likes
Last
Space
Airbender
Pocahontas?
or Korra. Who likes Space Dances with Wolves or Space Ferngully?
Space Ferngully is my favorite.
I thought it was a pretty movie.
I'm seeing a lot of people not for it.
It's not the M.
Um,
Night movie.
I like
Space
colors.
Ohuntus.
So it was pretty. I just know I either
It's
fell
a technical
asleep.
marvel.
It
It's
is.
a technical marvel of a movie,
I guess.
but it's a story that is like paper thin. It's been rewritten many times, and it's not interesting. It is dull, and at this point, culturally insensitive.
yeah.
To what? Blue people?
I mean, it is so hard coded in that Pocahontas, like white savior shit.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see that shit. I'm just like, all right.
We
they
get it. You're
blew.
colorblind.
true. Even colorblind.
Brian, who Anthony's met, he went to the Avatar land down at Disney World, and he was like, "Look, I don't give a fuck about that movie, but that is the greatest land I've ever walked into." Like he was
It
like,
looks-
"It's." He
Yeah.
goes, "It's as immersive as you walk into like Batu. Like you just kind of like you on that planet, floating islands. There's shit glows. You know." He was like, "It's really nice. The food's great." I was like, "Cool." I don't know. I don't
Like,
care.
Is
So-
it possible? Because it's to me, it's insane that he's going to get 4 more movies. That James
I
Cameron's going to
know
make
it.
4
Going
more
in that damn
of these
Pocahontas.
super expensive fucking movies, and he's got a ton of famous people in them. It seems, at the very least, he and key people in Hollywood are convinced that they can just straight up spend enough money, and we will like this.
I
I
can't
mean, but the
wait.
problem is the first one did the same thing.
I
He
can't-
spent a lot of
yeah.
money, and we all, well, most of America and the world went back and saw it
Yes,
multiple times.
it is one of the
Yeah.
highest grossing movies of all time. But it was also like the first 3D, and now 3D isn't really a thing, and no one's excited to like bring it back again. We got to wait another 10, 15 years before that happens. Like, what's it got going for it when Disney is straight fucking time traveling and taking Robert Downey Jr. out of Weird Science and putting him in the goddamn movie?
But
Like,
Anthony, the Avatar has Jake Sully, played by fucking
Jake
Sam
Sully.
Worthington, the
Jake
Australian
Sully.
man who cannot,
Jake
for the life of him, hide his accent.
no Jake Sully.
No Jake Sully.
Who
Yeah,
can't
he's.
be fucking.
Yeah.
I like
Sully.
Sam Worthington. I
John
just don't
Smith?
like him
Jake
in this
Sully.
movie. like he didn't do anything for me in this movie. It was just like, all right,
Yes,
cool.
because it's a terrible movie.
Yeah, it's fine. Like I didn't
The
hate it.
movie's
I didn't like
interesting.
it. I just walked out. I was like, cool.
I remember watching it at Parkway Plaza
I wa-
at the midnight showing.
Also, no, I did
Oh,
not
God.
Google that. I just know that because my brain hates me.
No, I knew it. I just didn't. I thought everyone else knew his name. I remember it
Jake
being
Sully.
Jake Sully.
Jake Sully.
I know it because like Kevin Smith had a bit about it for so long. in like throughout all of his 20 podcasts a week.
I think someone paid for my ticket to watch that movie, and I am happy about that.
Oh, I think I remember that actually. Unless that was another movie.
You were not there for that.
Oh, okay, no. Never mind.
Like
Yeah.
I'm always going to be open to the possibility
Hmm.
that it makes a storytelling hard left turn and is original and mind-blowing. Like
I
there's
just
got to
don't
be
think
something that these other people see.
No, I just don't think Cameron has that in him anymore.
I just like I will say that I
And if I put money down, yeah, I
remembered
agree.
liking it, and then there was that whole script that the whole Pocahontas script where they just crossed out the things that thing that was online that
Yes, no,
everyone was
because
looking at.
that's literally the
And
movie.
that completely was just like, oh, okay, well, pretty movie still. I thought it was really
Sure.
pleasing to the eye.
It
I-
is. It
the-
is. It's technical marvel.
Yeah,
You know, it's funny. The only thing I remember watching, thinking in 2009 when that fucking movie came out, was when the end scene when No Jake Sully's on that like weird looking cat creature, and he's
Hmm.
riding
Oh,
him, and he's
the cat
got like
dragon.
sure, and he's got his big ass sword out, and he was running, and I was like, wow, a He-Man movie would look pretty cool if they just reskin this to be cooler. You know what I mean? Like that's all I thought of was like, all right, you can make a He-Man movie, but
we've talked about this movie like maybe 100 podcasts ago, but I'll say the same thing.
Oh,
The same thing now that I said back then. In the first 10 minutes when they said we're going to Pandora to get unobtainium, I was taken out of the movie. The second they said unobtainium, I was like, fuck
oh
you,
yeah, I
fuck
remember
you.
that moment. Like, did they forget to like replace like Control F, the unobtainium word for like whatever? Like, it's such a placeholder word.
Just say Pandorium or something. Like,
Anything. You could have shaken a boggle and gotten a better name out of it.
oh, Boggle, what a fuck you game. Man. If you're not a good speller, that game sucks.
No.
Is that why you're not a fan?
Oh, yes.
Your
You've edited my work.
vocabulary and spelling.
You know how bad my spelling is. Why would you want to ask that
I'm really
question?
bad at
Like,
spelling.
it's like,
Fuck, I was just thinking of something else and I can't remember what it was.
was it about Avatar?
No, I think it was spinning off. For some reason, I want to say I had a transition to talk about the D&D movie because I feel like there's
starring
the same
Marlon
amount of
Wayans?
like, huh?
no.
Oh, the D&D movie. Because to me, as I look at those two concepts of movies, there is equal space of being real bad and still the chance of being real impressive and real good. Not, I mean, clearly Avatar will look better, but like as far as like writing a story that is not derivative, and not also like maybe not like pandering. Like D&D could do a real pandering ass movie.
I mean, I don't know. I've talked to some people who worked on it, and they said that they're treating it as straight as you can go.
But what is that though? Is that like
Like,
just
it's-
taking the lore
Just a
and like
hard
doing some
fantasy
of the
movie?
books?
I think they're just
Like-
trying to do like a Game of Thrones fantasy kind of thing, where you know, there are dragons in this world, and we're
Oh.
not gonna, you know.
So they don't want to make money.
Like the thing is like D&D is
One
different
episode.
to everybody.
Calm your tits. I mean, I don't. From what I was reading about it, like fucking Chris Pine was really down. Like he was the driving force behind it, which is great. But I'm like, well, we all know Joe Manganiello should have been the driving force, not Chris Pine.
It's true.
I mean, Chris Pine's a fun time. I'm not mad at Chris Pine being
No,
in
not at
anything.
all.
Yeah,
but
his
like,
name rhymes with it.
But like, but it just seems weird. Like Joe's been trying to get a movie made for like 10 fucking years, and then Chris Pine says he wants to do one, and they're like, oh, well, we'll make it. We're like, oh, cool. So fuck
He's
you then,
Chris
I guess,
Pine.
Joe. Yeah, like, you know.
Yeah. Could have thrown him a bone and made him like a fucking orc or something. Made him a barbarian.
That'd have been cool. Or I don't know, a dragonborn like his character. You know.
Mm.
Who
He
knows?
just gets to be Archon the Cruel in there.
Yeah.
What a fucking dream that would be.
But I mean, I know the cast is pretty good. So I mean,
Yeah,
we
but
at the
like that,
store
the
were
cast for
trying to
Avatar is good too.
sure, and half of them will actually be,
Ooh.
you know.
Beck. You just made me slide off my seat.
Ew. Snail Trail?
Joe Manganiello in a fucking Shadowrun movie would be so badass. Fuck. I'm sorry. That's a game not everyone is aware of.
I want to play.
And that's why there won't be a movie.
A cyberpunk movie with Joe Manganiello.
I'm down. I still need to watch Blade Runner though, the new
I
one.
just watched that.
I liked it.
Like,
Oh, I still haven't watched
What?
it.
Where can you watch it?
HBO.
It should be
Ooh.
on HBO. It's a Warner Brothers movie.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
Ooh, ooh,
Wow.
ooh.
Ooh. Ramon calling your ass
Ramon,
out.
Bringing up Turbo. Did you watch it? Ramon, did you go back and watch Turbo?
Oh, I watched it.
Jeff, what did you think? Honest opinion.
I mean, I know I got to the same part you showed us on the clip, but I didn't see what was the funny part. I wasn't laughing.
Okay. Hurts
But it
my
was a
feelings.
cute movie.
Hurts my
It was
feelings,
really
but that's
cute.
fine.
It was cute.
Was it endearing and like you feel better than
Yeah,
like
I cried.
see,
I did
Steph
cry.
cried, everybody. Steph
Yeah.
cried.
I did cry.
Is
Yeah.
it better than like what the general opinion of it is? Like everyone kind of mocks it at first.
People made fun of it.
Steph, were you not here on the podcast when he was describing the movie?
It was a lot to keep up with. I couldn't pay attention. I was looking stuff up, remember? I was looking up the cast. I mean, like in general, I enjoyed it. It's just really funny when you when you start
It's okay. You already
thinking
hurt my feelings. You don't have to
of
go
it,
back over them.
it's like you have to because like my roommate's friend was watching with me, and at first he was like saying how what do you call it? He was like laughing at like the parts with like the nos and stuff, and then he naturally started to get technical, where it was just like how does the nos turn you into the car, and then now you have headlights? How does that work? And then he
Magic
stopped
nos.
himself, and then he was just like, actually, it's a kid's movie. I should just enjoy it. I started laughing.
It's again
True,
one of those
you
movies
know?
where you just don't pull out the thread.
Yeah.
Which movie?
Like if you
Turbo?
just take it for what it is, you can enjoy it, because it's just like, oh, this is, it's funny, it's silly, it's for kids. Yeah. But I did cry. I enjoyed it.
Thank you, Steph. I'm
See, I
glad
said I was gonna
someone
watch
out
it.
here. Yeah, I'm
I said I
glad
was gonna
someone out
watch it.
here is willing to defend Turbo as being an enjoyable movie.
Yeah.
Oh no, Steph, Jen, it's not Disney. They would never make trash like that.
Ha, take that, DreamWorks.
It is
It's
DreamWorks.
DreamWorks.
I thought they were the same company. I thought they got bought by.
No.
Are they still a thing?
DreamWorks, yeah.
What's the last thing they made?
I don't know, How to
Well, they
Train Your
make
Dragon.
those
They did that?
Oh yeah, that's
I think-
right.
yeah. And then they make those like troll movies, not like the trolls, but like there's
The Netflix
it's all over
series.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's some fuck, I can't remember the name.
No,
of it.
it's Troll Hunter, right? Like something like that.
Troll Hunter. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's something like that.
They
Something
did
like that.
Madagascar.
Oh, they
did
did
Shrek,
Shrek.
Trolls. Home, which I heard was really good. I haven't seen it yet.
Home? I don't know
Yeah,
that
the
one.
one about the purple alien.
Oh yeah, that came out a couple years. Yeah.
2015.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There's also the Croods. I remember I kept getting
Ooh, I
what is
think
it?
that
Those
one really
movie
hit rock bottom,
invites
didn't
for
it?
it.
You know that
Oh,
first one
and
wasn't
Boss
bad
Baby.
though.
So many things of Boss Baby. I got so tired of the commercials.
Oh, is that
For
how
like
they're
the
making?
movies? Ugh.
Is that how they're keeping the lights on now, Boss Baby?
Yep.
Terrible.
Because they made Rise of the Guardians.
Oh man, that movie was so good. It should have been more received better.
Oh, they made Shark
Weird.
Tale. I've never seen that movie, but I
Terrible.
owned
I've heard good things.
the soundtrack.
What's on
The
the soundtrack?
It's all like Will Smith and Timberlake stuff, right?
Well, actually, let me look this up. Shark Tale soundtrack.
Ooh, a lot of hate in the chat for Shark
Oh,
Tale.
it's an awful movie.
I've
but the
I've
soundtrack
never
was
seen it,
decent, yeah.
but I've really enjoyed the soundtrack.
Read some of the tracks on there.
Yeah, let me see. Okay, cool. It's on Spotify.
I would
Let's
like
take a
to
look.
point out that Cornbread says Spirit is just a fucking pussy ass horse now, which I think they should put on the new posters as the tagline for the next Spirit sequel.
All right, here we go. Shark Tale
Like, The
soundtrack.
Spirit? Like Will Eisner's The Spirit? Who
No,
the
the
fuck are you
Spirit
talking
the
about?
horse.
Yeah, that brown horse. It's a horse movie. I
Mhm.
just remember they had the horse stuff at like Burger King or
What?
McDonald's as like a
Listen, if there's a
what is it?
horse involved,
those
I'm
little-
avoiding it.
those kids meal stuff. I remember seeing it as a toy.
So mind you, this movie came out in 2004. So they had Three Little Birds by Sean Paul and Ziggy Marley.
Yeah.
So it's a remake of the Bob Marley song. They had Car Wash, the Shark Tale mix by Christina Aguilera and Missy Elliott.
Okay.
Working at the car wash.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've heard that one. Yeah,
Good Foot by Justin Timberlake and Timberland.
I like that song.
Justin Timberland. Secret Love by JoJo.
Timbo.
Lies and Rumors by D12. Got to Be Real by Mary J. Blige and Will Smith. Can't Wait by Avant. Gold Digger by Ludacris, Bobby V, and Lil Fate.
Oh.
Not the Kanye
Kanye West
one.
Gold Digger?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. All right.
Got It Together by India Irie. We Went As Far As We Felt Like Going by the Pussycat Dolls.
Oh yeah, I remember them.
Digits,
I remember the Pussycat Dolls.
Digits by Fan 3, which she fell off super hard. Sweet Kind of Life by Cheryl Lynn, and Some of My Best Friends Are Sharks by Hans Zimmer.
I don't know who that is.
He's a orchestral composer. He makes like movie soundtracks, not scores, movie scores.
Oh.
God, there's some real super curveballs in there.
Oh yeah,
D12. How the fuck is D12 there?
no
Holy
fucking
shit.
idea.
I mean, it's probably all edited. I mean, it's not like they let
Yeah.
them just go at it, you know.
It's true.
Well,
That is
yeah,
true.
that's for certain. But like, who owns D12 that like those guys didn't get to make the decision that their shit was going to be on that soundtrack?
I would like to believe Eminem was in the boardroom signing the
Yeah.
contract. He was
Just like,
also probably drunk and high at the same
Holding his-
time.
yeah. I was gonna say drunk
Yeah.
and high as fuck.
I mean, holding his Oscar.
Had a fifth of vodka.
It was
It's
Slim
like,
Shady
yeah,
himself doing it.
do
Yeah.
it.
Good lord.
Wow. That's
Huh.
weird.
So,
Would
Steph,
you want?
what psychic do you want to be?
Dude, I still don't know. I have no clue. I
Who's
just
your
started thinking
favorite-
of characters and then thinking of like rhymes that would go with them. So there was like, yeah, that's why I said Squid Kid, because I was like, it rhymed.
You
Listen,
could be.
I don't
you
have-
could. You could hang out with
I don't have
Wonder
a
Woman
nickname.
and be his Wonder Steph.
Yeah.
Oh
Wonder Steph.
God.
I'm on the fence about repeating what Beck said because I can't do it with my
Good
history on this
lord.
podcast. I can't say those things without immediately upsetting Jen. Now, Steph, you don't have to like have a cute name. I'm Matt Murdock's personal assistant. I have no cute like rhyming name or anything. Who is
Yeah.
your favorite like fictional character?
I don't know.
Imagine yourself as a Link from Zelda, his sidekick.
She can be his caddy.
Ooh.
You carry all his weapons. Have a giant backpack.
Y'all, Cornbread put us on the righteous
Yeah, I
path.
saw that, and the first thing I thought it was Macasteffi, but Mackle Steffi.
She had it locked and loaded.
He had that ready.
Something stupid like that.
She's been waiting all her life.
Just the fucking
Or
no look
Steve
pass.
Machiavelli or
She
something.
looked over at her Tupac poster, but he's shirtless, has stuck across the stomach. She's like, "All right, this is what it is."
Well, that one.
Oh no, you got to go out on that. Like there's yeah.
Yeah, no, there's nothing left after that. There's no topping that. Mac and Steffi. So if you have enjoyed this podcast and the wackiness that we bring, then be sure that you are following us on the social medias where you pretty much are just alerted to when this podcast or when when we stream.
Yep.
That
This
is.
is true.
And that way you can always get this brand of humor and education. I feel we taught people tonight. I don't know what it was, but I'm sure someone learned a thing.
Yeah.
Our social
learned-
medias.
About a Borden bag.
See?
Wait, Steph, please tell us what board and bag means.
Yeah, it's it's the clear plastic bag, and then you put like a little cardboard piece in there to keep the comics in good shape.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
I looked at it on Amazon to actually see what it looked like, and I was like, so the plastic wrap that I take off all the time on stuff.
Well, it's resealable though. Well, I mean, some
Yeah.
of them have their own glue, but like, it's meant to be used and reused. Leland, yes.
I don't. In the chat, the fuck is happening?
Wait,
Well,
so-
everyone's real proud of Steph.
I don't like
for,
that gift.
for
I can't tell what that.
Oh, it's a giant hand like patting a tiny
Animal of some sort?
chibi of some
Oh,
kind.
chibi?
I know it looked dirty.
A person?
I honestly thought it was two hands clapping at first.
I thought so too. Yeah.
I thought
I
it was
thought
just
it was
like
a hand patting like a little monkey character, and I was like, oh, a Borden bag is what Lizzie Borden's parents were taking me happy hand.
No, Revive.
That joke's
My
funny.
father didn't love me enough. I don't know what head pats are.
I know. Scott coming in at the end there for the win. That's fucking funny.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
What'd Scott say?
A Borden bag is
what Lizzie Borden's parents were taken away in.
Oh, no.
That's a solid joke. That's a solid
So,
joke.
Steph, Lizzie Borden
what is a
killed her
Borden bag?
parents in the early 1900s.
Oh,
and she pretended that she didn't do it,
Yes, and
Lizzie
she got away with
Borden-
it.
even though everyone knew she did it.
Yeah. Lizzie Borden gave her 40
Had an
whacks.
axe?
Lizzie Borden
Borden
had an axe, gave her
axe.
parents 40 whacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a movie with Christina Ricci that's pretty decent to watch.
Yeah, and
Oh,
Chloe
okay.
Sevigny. Chloe Sevigny. I hate her so
But she's
much.
not the one with the giant eyes. That's
No,
Amanda
Christina
Seyfried.
Ricci has giant
Amanda
eyes. too.
Seyfried. No, Christina Ricci does.
Yeah.
Oh, she's pregnant.
Who?
Christina Ricci.
Oh,
I don't know. I just saw it today. I like her. I follow her on social media. She's tons of fun. So I just blurted it out.
fair enough.
So if you want more of
Okay.
that kind of content, be sure you're following us on our social medias, LORC Podcast on the Twitter, Instagram, and the Facebook. Leland.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's
sorry.
a big yawn.
You caught me right as I yawned.
Yeah, that was a big one. How
Thank
do they
you.
get this podcast?
You don't want my socials?
No, we're not there yet.
Oh,
We're at the part where you tell them how to find this podcast.
You look it up on your phone or you're at an app, and all those apps you can get podcasts on will be there. All the ones you're thinking of. You name one, we're on it. That's how awesome we are. I took down my thing about 6 weeks ago, and you haven't
Okay.
asked in 6 weeks, so I figured, why the fuck?
I gotta lull you all into a false sense of security, and then
Well,
I bring it back. Steph, what's our email?
I found that
Our
unacceptable.
email is lorcpodcast@gmail.com.
Nice.
Email us stuff. Tell us about your day. We like talking to people.
I mean, if you want to tell us about your day, like hit Steph up on her social media, because we're not checking that email enough. Like, I don't want you to tell them like your life story, something personal, and then like it just sits there.
I get notifications.
So send your good vibes and stuff to Steph on social media as
Stephanoids. STPHUHNOIDS. I post stuff on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch.
nice.
Yes.
Jordan.
You can find my most social media platforms at Jordan is a bear.
If he's there or not,
I stream I stream on Fridays at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and Saturday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Except this weekend, I am not doing that because I am participating in EVO Online's Guilty Gear Strive North American Bracket tournament. Guilty Gear Strive.
and they're whooping some ass.
Hope so. I want to beat at least one person. I achieved my goal last week. I went 4-2. Granted, 3 of those 4 were disqualifications because people just did not show up, but I did whoop one person's ass, and I was very happy about it.
There you go.
And the first
What
two
is the name? What is the name of the other player?
that I
Do you happen to remember?
that
Yeah, that you beat.
I
You whooped.
I'd have to look up the replay. I
Was
don't
it
remember.
something dumb?
No, it wasn't
Just something regular? Okay.
wasn't stupid, but yeah, it was
Alright.
fine. But I eventually got thrown into the losers bracket by Commander Jesse, who is a top Dawson player. He whooped my fucking ass.
Ain't no shame in
Aw.
being beat by the best.
Oh yeah, it's true. Then like I saw him, he eventually beat another top player named Brian F, who is a Balrog player. So if Commander Jesse beat that Balrog, he definitely would whoop my Balrog, which he did. So there's that. But yeah, so I'm skipping this weekend because I want to focus on practicing for Guilty Gear Strive, and then the following week we'll go right back into the normal schedule. 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Fridays, Saturday and Sunday at 12 p.m. And maybe we'll do different games. Who knows? Find out.
Yeah.
Social media platforms, Jordan is a bear, unified branding, all those things. What's up, Barry? Yeah, that's it for me.
Go out there, support your boy, and then also follow Jordan
Yes.
because your boy is Jordan's brother, Leland.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Leland, you put art on the internet, making it a better place every day.
You can follow my everyday life-changing art at Leland Pierce Art on Instagram and the Facebook.
And if you want my top third, find me at Spooky the 13th at Twitter and the Instagram.
I feel like bottom third would have worked better.
Oh, we start at the top third and we see how things go from there.
Yeah.
So until next week, I'm Anthony, and in alphabetical order, we are.
I'm Jordan.
I'm Leland.
I'm Steph.
What the?
I don't know. For some reason, I thought I wasn't listening when someone else.
You
It wasn't my turn yet.
you thought you weren't listening.
I'm just, brain fart. Shit happens,
Because you're staring at your phone.
Yeah.
She
I
was talking in her head, so she can't listen.
That happens. Yes. Hey, I was looking at costumes. Okay, we started talking about stuff, and then I started coming up with more ideas. It's gonna be
Oh
fun.
yeah, we're already talking about our Halloween costumes.
I
It's gonna
got-
be a good month.
I got one costume on its way.
I'm gonna get one costume, and yeah. I just want to see how it plays out. I feel like it'll be great. No one's gonna see it coming.
I'm so excited for that.
Okay, bye.
Okay,
Bye.
bye. Stop.
And now for the stream, we transition into.
LRC nights.
You got a new layout for this?
No, I just put nights under LoRC.
I like it. It's great.
Perfect.
It's perfect.
Perfect.
It keeps the separation. I like it.
It's nice and simple.
I love it.
You know, Barry, I still think about Anna Banana, and it makes me giggle every time.
Uh,
That
What?
was a good ass run. Leland doesn't
Good
feel
job.
the earthquake.
Huh?
I don't know.
there's an earthquake?
There's an earthquake?
I didn't feel an earthquake.
Oh, there's no earthquake.
I don't know. Let's ask him. Oh.
What?
You know, I'm still confused.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, Barry, I have records of everything. I hold on. I have all the podcasts.
What? Is it 224, 225?
224.
Boom, I
224.
guessed it right. Nice.
Let me actually upload that right now while I have it in mind.
Aw.
I am
So
very
cute.
excited that Funimation has Sony has finally finished the deal to buy Crunchyroll so they could just combine Funimation and Crunchyroll into one giant anime monolith.
Hey, it says our Google Drive is almost full.
Is it?
Yeah, it says it's got 90%.
Oh, that's for that's for you guys. I have 200 gigs. Like I'll empty some stuff out.
When Sony finally like remakes Crunchyroll, like, is it gonna run better?
I hope so. Like
I've known that to be an issue.
I use VRV, which is basically
1 second.
it's owned by Crunchyroll, but it has Crunchyroll, High Dive, which is another anime thing, and 3 other cartoon channels, just all into one app. So just put Funimation in there because it works pretty well for me. So I like using VRV. Just give me one app to use so I can watch all of the slice of life anime. That's all I want. I'm out here having to jump from Funimation to watch Kaguya-sama, then go to Crunchyroll to watch quintessential quintuplets, then have to go back to Funimation for Uzaki-chan wants to hang out. They have to go to Amazon for some random bullshit. Then there's Netflix with their JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Stone Ocean. It's this whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. I haven't watched the JoJo's thing. I need to start watching JoJo's stuff. Always wanted to.
I think I stalled out in the last season that they released, because it is fucking weird and so heavy on exposition, that sometimes it just bogs me down.
Yes, it's capital A anime.
Yeah, it is some ass anime, but I do enjoy it.
That's a funny line.
I do enjoy the design and how also against type it is.
Yeah.
Like it is anime as well as not normal anime. I think anyway.
My biggest hope for the fusion between Crunchyroll and Funimation is just that because since it's Sony, I have a very strong feeling that they're just going to be doing stuff. They're going to be having more deals with Netflix and Amazon, saying, "Hey, look, we'll put our anime onto your services. You just cut us a check, but people stay on your services, you know, but you just give us the money, then but there's more anime ever. That's what I'm hoping is going to happen, because Sony has a great track record so far for partnering with people and like distributing stuff in terms of video games, at least. So, yeah, well.
I looked at who's the users on chat. I don't know who you are, feet, but I don't like feet.
Feet might be a great human being.
I'm sorry, feet. I just, in general.
Maybe Feet is just a big fan of the imperial system of measurement.
What?
Feet, inches, yards.
Oh, okay.
Feet was our first follower? I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I don't even like my own feet. Like, I just don't like feet.
I mean, that's a good way to get money, though. That's.
Hey, if y'all want pictures of my feet, I'll fucking send them to you. Just hit up your boy's Venmo right? No, hit up my Venmo, and drop like $5. I don't give a shit. I will send my feet to anybody.
Only feet.
Only feet. Well, I mean, there's
Yeah,
the Wikipedia thing for Wiki Feet. Yeah, that's what that was. So Barry says top 3 anime ass animes.
Question, or was he like agreeing?
Doesn't he mean top third?
Oh yeah, the top 3.
I'm trying to think, like, what will be the top 3 anime ass anime?
Oh, my favorite is the only one I've seen and the only one I like and own, Ninja Scroll.
Ooh.
Pretty anime ass anime.
No, fuck SAO. We're not talking about super shitty animes. We're talking like super, like, over the top anime.
Neon Genesis.
Evangelion, yeah.
Ghost in the Shell.
I wouldn't say that was over the top. It's classic. Like it's informed a lot of sci-fi anime.
Yeah.
I want Dragon Ball Z to be in there, mostly out of like heritage and kind of being the first of it. Like the first-ish.
Third?
Like Dragon Ball Z isn't an anime ass anime, but it is like the bones of so many fucking anime to come after it.
Yeah, no, it's true. It is one of the like progenitors,
one of the godfathers
of like mostly torment style shonen anime.
Yeah. Sailor Moon. I'd say Sailor Moon's a pretty
When I think anime ass anime, I think anime that you might not show
it's
someone
anime.
you just met, you know?
Then fuck, what was that called? Kill la Kill?
Yes, I was gonna say Kill la Kill, 100%.
Yeah.
Almost,
Kill la Kill is like
yeah.
real anime is fucking like
almost anything by Studio Trigger or Gainax.
It's too
Is that the one where,
confusing to
like,
show regular people.
Is that the one where like a shot gets fired and then like the titties actually like one?
No, you're thinking
The
High School of the Dead.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember that.
Outlaw Star.
Except
I
you
don't
have
think
the
is
sweater.
Anime-ass anime. I think Outlaw Star is.
Oh.
I think you could show that to most people. It's just like lesser Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, I mean, Outlaw
Still
Star.
good, but
Outlaw Star is literally Firefly. Joss Whedon just copied Outlaw Star. Yo, Nichijou. Nichijou's funny.
I mean, it's not like space cowboys were a new thing though.
Yeah, but if you look at like all the plot points of Outlaw Star, it's just Firefly.
I don't remember that stuff.
No,
so.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying, like, I mean, fuck, Star Wars is a space western if you really want to get down to it.
Sure,
It's true.
Especially the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
You know that shit ain't still starting to filming yet. I don't think
we're
not getting a
we've had, like, a
Mandalorian this
pandemic.
bitch. Do you know how much shit we're getting at the end of the year that's been filming this whole year? Don't come at me. He's
Yeah, but I'm
filming
not
that other
blaming
show right
anybody.
now.
I'm
He's
not blaming
filming
anybody
Last
for
of
not
Us.
doing shit.
But he is doing shit. That's my point.
But he ain't gonna be in the Mandalorian. Isn't
I
Pedro
still
Pascal
want to
not
catch
gonna
up.
be in this next season?
Why would he not be in this next season?
Cause it ain't the fuck about him no more.
Who the fuck it about?
Boba Fett.
Nah, he got his own show. That's not The Mandalorian.
Yeah, it's a spin-off show. The Book of
I
Boba Fett
thought-
is a
I
spin-off
thought
show.
it-
Boba Fett,
but I
the
thought-
book of Boba
Yeah.
Fett.
The book of Fett. But I thought it is replacing essentially that slot.
It is, yeah. My point was there's not a Mandalorian season 3 being filmed yet because he's filming that Last of Us show right now.
And we're gonna get Boba Fett, and then we'll get Mandalorian.
Yeah, next year,
Yeah.
Christmas.
Is what it is.
I started watching Witch Hunter Robin again for some reason.
The
I
fuck
don't
is
even know
that?
what that is.
It's another anime. It was on
Oh,
Adult
see, I was
Swim
trying to get
years
on
ago.
that.
What about Slayer? I've never watched it, but it is always one of those things that I think about as like
It's a classic.
old 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, but also like from the cover, there's like, I can't watch this in mixed company.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so I was right.
I mean that is also like one of the like progenitors of like fantasy anime, very scantily clad female protagonists.
Yeah, yeah. Bikini armor and panty shots on your, buff or not even buff, but just like your warrior characters.
I mean, she was a mage, but you know, it's fine.
Like I said, I've never seen it. Yeah, you know what? I always kind of forget that Voltron is just technically anime.
No, it 100% is anime.
Yeah, but I forget that. Like I never forget that Macross is anime, but I do forget that Voltron is anime because I just think of it as like another cartoon from the 80s that was there alongside with everything else. I'm sorry, Cornbread. Women don't really get much credit in anime until soon.
No, there are anime out that
There are
actually have good female characters.
But would you say
They're not the most popular, no.
The majority
No.
of anime are treating women well?
Oh God, no. God,
Yeah.
no.
That's kind of the point I'm saying. Like even like I watched a couple of animes recently, and there seems to be a weird kick on reincarnating from the real world into a fantasy
Isekai.
world.
Yep, isekai anime.
Yeah, and it's got a name for it because everything does.
Isekai just means another world.
Oh, okay. But like it's so weird. Like I watched one, and I watched like it's 12 episodes or whatever, and then I'm like, oh, here's another one. Another like kind of fantasy one. And the fact that they were both, I was a middle-aged, unremarkable person, and I died, and I reincarnated, and
As a slime.
I have my complete real world adult mind in the body of a child.
Yes. Fuck that
It's
one.
weird. It's weird that I hit two of those in a row.
Yeah.
And one of them was super weird and uncomfortable.
One of them?
Because like, yeah, one of them, because it's the main character as
a hot mom and really wanted breastfeeding.
Yeah, like it's this baby is super sexual in its inner monologue.
Yep. You know,
Like,
yeah.
This is weird.
Yeah, I randomly started watching an anime called I've Been Killing Slimes for 300 Years and maxed out my level.
That's the one that I'm almost finished with. I'm like, oh, okay, this one's cute, but also is going nowhere.
It feels like it's going nowhere.
Yeah. like that one, I'm like, oh, like this is a good kid. Like this, like I can get behind this guy, but like there's like no stakes. I'm in the middle of him like starting a laundry business and it's going well.
I think we're talking
I'm
about two
like-
different things. Because the one I'm talking about is about a lady who's just like, I just want to chill in this world and just
Okay.
live my life, and she ends up becoming the most powerful witch in her village. She saves them from a dragon and stuff. It's a good time.
But it's called 1,000 like a bunch of slimes.
It's called I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Because the one I'm watching is where a dude reincarnates.
The time I got
He-
reincarnated as a slime.
No, he's not reincarnated as a slime. He's reincarnated. He doesn't start as a baby, but he starts as a child,
Yeah.
and he trains slimes and like just acquires a collection of them, and then starts figuring out, if you feed a slime this, then it gets these attributes. And so now he has like 6 different types of slimes, and there are like slimes you can just put on and clean things. So he's got a laundry business where he just feeds dirty clothes to slimes and they come out clean. Leland, down in front, you had your hand raised.
The fuck is a slime?
It's exactly what it sounds like.
How is it sentient?
Because it's a
Um,
fantasy world. They're monsters that,
yeah.
you know.
Hmm.
It's
It's
like if you kind of if you took a Dots candy and kind of melted it a little bit.
it's just mini the blobs.
I'm gonna let
Yeah.
you guys have 5 more minutes.
But yes, a Gretzko is awesome. I really enjoy a Gretzko.
That's familiar.
Yeah, it's
I've
it's on
watched that.
Netflix. It's
Yeah,
about
he
a red
fought
panda
Captain
girl.
America.
It's about a red panda. It's on Netflix. It's great. She
Speaking of red-
Yes. The metal karaoke one.
yes, the metal karaoke
Yes.
one.
Yeah, okay, that's all right. That's now I remember.
Speaking of red
Yeah,
panda,
that was fun.
did you all watch that trailer for that new Disney movie coming out, where the girl turns into a red panda?
I want to watch that.
Mm-mm.
It seems
I
like
haven't
fun.
seen it.
No, I don't
Interesting.
think I have.
Also, lots of representation in that movie.
Right on.
Obviously, you cut out. What was it?
Lots of representation in that movie.
Oh, it sounded you said lost, and I was like, "Oh, you gonna walk me through that?"
Hmm.
I did axe throwing this weekend.
I saw.
I saw that too.
Yeah. Turns out I'm pretty decent at axe throwing,
There
at least
you
compared to
go.
the people I went with.
I've done it once and I had a good time.
I had
Yes.
a surprisingly good time.
It's
Like, I
a lot
didn't
of
think it was
fun.
gonna suck,
It's fun.
Yeah.
but it was more fun than I thought. And like the friends I went with, like they're all a good time, and we're all up for like pushing each other to kind of just be dumb. So like it was definitely enjoyable. I just didn't expect like the act of doing it to be quite as fun as I thought.
Yeah, there's just something about having just a piece of metal in your hand that you throw it at wood and it sticks there, and like, I did this, you know?
And I was surprised, like you don't even have to like really throw it that hard.
No, not at all.
It's really doing all of its own work.
Yeah. It's all the momentum.
Yeah.
Flick of the wrist.
So at some point, if we can at least get the majority of us together, I think it'd be a fun thing for us to do.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
one in Burbank.
Because I think that's a thing we would make real fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there was that one place that was literally down the street from your house.
True.
Yeah, that's the one that I went to.
Yes,
True.
Seth, I was with you.
I know. Axe Adventures?
Axe Ventures.
Axe
She was
Ventures.
telling the audience.
Yeah. I mean, Disneyland went well.
Tell me,
There was
Seth,
surprisingly a lot of people wearing masks, which I was like, that's cool.
Good.
because I've got a tentative Disney trip planned in October.
When in October?
Like middle October.
Okay.
Like maybe the
Yeah.
second week of October. And outside of like the world getting worse or better, at least for what we're dealing with now, do you feel that like Disney is one like setting down solid like rules and guidelines and holding them
Okay.
up. I don't like the face you're making.
So let me just start with they do have the sanitizer stuff like around the park, but they are not wiping anything down. And it was a huge change, obviously, since I went June, where like they had like when I went in June, it wasn't it was
wiped
still what
every seat before-
35%. Yeah, it was still 35% capacity.
Yeah.
If we went on like one of those like one of the kiddie rides, like example Winnie the Pooh, we took that whole car. Like that car was your party.
Mhm.
Now it's like
Back to normal.
your party takes up a row,
There's
but
still no
they're
single
filling
riders,
all the
right?
row.
No, they
They still
will
don't
do
do single.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
still
no.
doing single riders.
It's 100% open. They literally do not care about you.
I mean, it's Disney, so
Yeah, they want your money.
Like we got at the park at 11:30. I saw that Abraham Lincoln show, which made me laugh because I've never heard of that thing.
You've
But
never heard of
God,
Hall of Presidents?
What?
No, I've only gone to Disneyland. This is my 4th time
Yeah,
In
but
life.
it's a thing. It's
in
a
life,
thing.
in my whole life.
I've only been 3 times.
Yeah, but God, when he like stood up and he started like that animatronic, he started like doing his speech and like freaking moving his hands and his fingers were just moving fluidly. That shit tripped me out.
And he started
Yeah.
doing the robot?
He just started like moving his fingers and
I told
doing
it.
this.
We saw they redid him about 15 years ago and upgraded him with like more robotics.
Yeah.
And we were sitting there and he stood up and started doing what you're talking about.
Yeah,
and
he
my
stands and then
my
he does
my
a
friend
speech.
leans over and just whispers the Terminator theme in my ear, and I lost my shit because I was like, "Oh no, that's what's happening." I was like, she just did that like, duh, 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 duh. And I was like, "Oh yep, we're all
Oh,
this is
that
it.
one.
We're all dead."
We did manage. Okay, so as per usual, I wrote a list of what we accomplished. So it was Abraham Lincoln show.
You know there's
Pirates of
other
the
presidents
Caribbean.
in there?
Really?
No,
I
no,
only
no,
saw the Abe Lincoln one.
no, not in ours. Disney World has the presidents.
Oh, we only have a Lincoln
No,
show?
no. Yeah,
It was
ours
my
is
cousin
our.
presented it as the Abraham Lincoln
Yeah,
show.
no,
And
ours
I
is
was like,
great.
oh,
Great
okay.
moments with Mr. Lincoln. Disney World has Hall of Presidents where they
Oh,
just
'cause I've
last
only
week.
ever
Yeah,
Huh?
just last week they unveiled the Joe Biden robot,
Oh,
and they moved
wow.
Orange 45 over all the way over to the left, like he's
Oh.
barely on stage.
I've only ever heard Hall of Presidents, so I assumed that it was just Hall of Presidents.
Yeah, it was a nice cool down from like rushing from the parking lot to the. And
Yeah,
then
sure,
it was
it's
just
nice
like as soon
AC.
as we walked in, the guy, hey, you want to come on in? And was like, it's the Abraham Lincoln show. This is what we're telling you. And I
Come on
sat
over and
down
learn
and I was,
something.
oh wow. There's a part where he stands up and then like it shows like he's on a what is it? Like on a balcony, and then
Ooh, he does not do well on balconies.
well, he's not facing the balcony, he's facing us. But then it does this
That was the
really
problem.
cute thing with the sky where like the sky turns this like blue with like twinkling stars, and I just thought it was really pretty to look at.
He goes to heaven at the end?
No.
No, he talks about being a new dawn in America, and then the dawn happens on stage.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I thought it was nice. I was like, oh wow.
How much of the show does he devote to talking about slaying vampires?
About 60-40.
Okay, I
Yeah.
was curious.
And then
I
what else?
rewatched that recently.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
It's
we
still not
rode
good.
Matterhorn and then Pirates of the Caribbean. But what made me laugh about Pirates of I didn't remember there was like that itty bitty drop. So I just was in
Right
the
after
dark.
the
Like right
right
at
after
the
the
beginning.
skull? Yeah.
Yeah, right at the
Dead
beginning.
men tell no tales.
Yeah, so the
Whoosh.
drop happened and I wasn't ready for the drop. So my cousin's tiara flew back, was trying to grab stuff in the dark, and then we got soaked. We were like in the front seat, and I was just like, I don't remember this the last time I went.
I don't understand why
all.
that's there.
This
I don't
is
know
a thrill
because
ride.
it just
No, it's not.
He's got a drop.
oh
Look,
the
it was
worst
the, it was the
part too was
60s. Okay, that's thrilling for those
Well,
people.
Why is it still there? Because the rest of the ride is slow as fuck. It's just like, look at all these like fun animatronics and like piratey shit going on. Like it's weird
yeah.
that there's that one drop, which is like clearly not like a Matterhorn drop or Splash Mountain or anything,
It's
but
not
it's
like a
like
Jurassic drop, but it's a
no,
drop.
but it is for sure drop.
Especially
I,
if you're
And
not
like that's it.
expecting it.
You
I
just floating the
believe
rest of the way.
I believe what it is that is that's the time travel element of going back in
Oh,
time. Yeah.
okay.
They could do more.
Yeah, so
It was
that
the
ride got
60s.
when we
It
got
ain't
in.
anymore.
Oh my god.
I
There were
like
so
the
many people
drop.
riding that ride that it got backed up to the point that we were bumper to bumper at that part where the dog has the key,
Oh,
and we were
yeah.
bumper to bumper. And the worst part was everyone who was behind us that kept hitting us forward, we kept hitting the boat in front of us. And the way that boat hit the one in front of us made the most obnoxious, like slapping your hand on like just that obnoxious noise, and that happened and that took a while. We were under the creaking, that was tripping me out because it looked like stuff's gonna fall on you. And of course, there's the children who believe that it's true, and then they were in the. Is it gonna fall on us? It's gonna fall, right? It's gonna fall on us, and I was
Just real quick,
child.
Steph, you're cutting out
Yeah.
so much for me.
Oh, is that not just me?
Oh,
No one
I
else
don't
said
know.
anything. So
It's
I was
like
thinking that was just
almost
me.
every other word.
Oh, I was like, y'all sound great to me. I have no issues. Everyone's been fine. But yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean, we scored another Rise of the Resistance, so I got to do that again. I got to go through Haunted Mansion, not the back way, so I got to actually experience the elevator thing again.
Yeah.
And then the guy who's hanging up there, that freaked me out.
Mm.
Yeah, that freaked me out. And then Indiana Jones. And then I tried to go on Jungle Cruise, or we were in line for it, and then it broke down, of course, like right when we were in line. So we got Dole Whip.
Womp womp.
There was that nice little area that they have now for like their Dole Whip area, the little island tiki hangout spot.
The tropical hideaway.
Yeah, that. It looked really nice. It was delicious. I was very happy with my Dole Whip. And then it was a whole bachelor weekend, which was great. I went to a 4-star 4-star steakhouse, and it was good. It was expensive, but it was good.
Isn't what like happens on a bachelorette party stays in the bachelorette party?
Mhm.
I mean, we didn't do anything sketch to not do anything or to not talk about.
Was that really a bachelor?
Hey, it was. I mean, mine would be no different. It's however you make it, and as long as the people you want to be with, it's all great. But I can honestly say I hate driving in Little Italy. Like I fucking hate
It's
it.
pretty awful.
It's terrible.
That
Yep.
was by far the fucking worst experience. Like our dinner reservation was at 7:40.
Where?
I was told at Born and Raised.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I was told to leave at 7, so I was like, okay, fine. We get there, it's bumper to bumper traffic just going in that area. Parking is bullshit. I ended up finding parking, luckily, but it was $40.
There's no lots in near Little Italy either.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was recommended to just park at a residential and take an Uber over, but I was like, it's literally bumper to bumper. Like I'm gonna be stuck in this Uber and then have to worry about trying to find an Uber later on. So yeah, I just took the L and got parking.
You go to Old Town and just like Uber in.
Yeah. There was a moment when we were there at the steakhouse though, because my cousin they had this fancy version of hash browns where they were like these potato rectangles, crispy, hard, squared
That
or
ain't fancy.
rectangle.
That's how McDonald's does it.
I mean, they were like thick blocks. And my cousin, love her to death, looks at the man, like at the server, and goes, "Do you guys have ranch?" And this guy looked at her, and maybe this is bad, but it caused him to take off his mask in the astonishment of like, "Is that real?" And she was like ranch, like the dressing? And he like didn't know what to say and was just like, I don't think we have that, but I can
You ain't got a
find
side
out.
salad?
Hmm?
Like there's no side salad in that place?
They have a Caesar salad that they put anchovies in. I did not know that's a thing
Everyone
that they
does
do.
that.
I didn't know that. I never knew anchovies
That's
were
what
part of
Caesar
Caesar
dressing
salad.
is.
I didn't know that.
All Caesar dressing has anchovy oil in it.
And then I heard about the whole egg thing, but I didn't see that egg thing happen. So I don't think that's what happened.
I don't know what you're talking about now.
Oh, they said when they make Caesar salad, they break an egg. You break an egg into the Caesar salad.
Is that part of the
Apparently,
sauce?
I believe
that's a
that
thing
is
they
true.
do.
Yes, fancy
Oh, okay.
places do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
They break an egg, a raw egg. Yeah, but yeah,
Crack an
obviously
egg?
the guy came back
The
and
can't?
looked at her and was just like, "I'm sorry, we do not have much here." I wanted to joke and ask for ketchup, but I didn't do
No.
that.
No.
I just enjoyed my meal. Yeah, and then yeah, I'm exhausted. It's been a long weekend. Oh,
I've only seen bachelorette parties run through the clubs I was working at and
mhm.
just be a bunch of drunk hot messes.
Oh yeah, no. I
Just
didn't even.
like dick straws, dick tiaras, sashes, like all like that bachelorette party.
I mean, we had the dick cake pops, but that's as extreme as we got.
Did you all like eat that in private
No, we ate them there.
at the restaurant?
Yeah,
Nice.
it was fun. We had a good time. I mean, they weren't huge. They were just little small dick pops.
I did a table dance for a bachelorette party
Oh wow.
once and put a shot glass behind my belt buckle and fed it to the bride. She had to take the glass out without her hands.
That tracks.
Oh wow.
I got tipped $10.
That's it.
A tip's
It's
a
not
tip.
it wasn't a
tip's for
service
the tip. Get it?
for
Jesus
that top
Christ.
third. It's not like a service that we regularly did. It was real slow and we needed to get people inside, so we brought the whole group in and we were
Did it
like
help?
entertaining ourselves. I mean, that night not much. I remember them like having their free drink we gave them and like kind of hanging out for a short while and then they left.
Oh.
But that's what you do. Like if you need people in, you grab those groups of girls.
I just know I hate driving there at night. It was awful. There were so many. The drunks that are out walking, terrible. They're the worst people. Good lord. Okay,
Is that you calling it?
I think so. My computer's making funny noises too, so maybe it keeps pausing out on like something stopping. My keyboard and mouse keep like shutting off and reconnecting.
Okay, yeah, we should probably
Yeah.
call it.
It's a
We're
sign.
all gonna go over to Red Dead and play the new Horde mode.
I mean,
How?
you guys are.
Yeah.
Gotta get that money.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us, guys. We really,
Yes, thank you,
truly appreciate
everybody.
it.
Yeah.
Y'all the real ones.
Shout out to everyone that's been lurking. We won't call you out because I know some people don't like that. But thank you for being here.
Because you're lurking. And that's cool.
Yeah.
Come lurk some more.
Yeah. Lurk on us every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 7 p.m. Pacific
Tuesday,
Standard
Thursday,
Time.
Yeah.
And then lurk on Jordan on Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
'Cause one of us is on this internet all the time.
It's true.
This is true.
It's mostly true.
Someone's on
true.
somewhere. On something.
Thank you, everybody, though. You all are the best. And we love you bunches.
Bunches of oats.
Yep.
Not on Wednesday. We rest on Wednesday. Wednesday, we wear pink and we rest.
So
This is
so
true.
it is written, so it shall be done.
So it is.
All right, bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.